I do my long tail cast-ons a little differently compared to the traditional method. I basically take one knitting needle, hold it in my right hand, and then take the tail end of my yarn, wrap it around my thumb, creating a little shawl like so, and inserting my right hand needle through the back loop of that loop that I created around my thumb, and then taking the tail end of my yarn again and wrapping it around the back of the knitting needle through this little valley created by my thumb and the knitting needle, and then gently angling the yarn and grazing the back of my thumb, I pull that wrap through the loop around my thumb, and once that loop is through, I release my thumb, and we have a first stitch cast on. Taking the tail end of my yarn, I will wrap it around the front of my thumb like so, creating a little shawl, and inserting my knitting needle through the back of that loop, creating an X. And then once again, taking the tail end of my yarn, wrapping it around the back of the knitting needle, down through the valley created by my thumb and the knitting needle. I will gently angle the knitting needle down, grazing it down the back of my thumb and pulling that wrap through the loop around my thumb. And once that wrap is through, I'm going to release my thumb like so. There's our first stitch. Now to create our second cast on, we are going to take the working yarn, the yarn coming from the yarn ball, cake or skein, whatever you're working from, and we're going to once again wrap the yarn around our thumb like so, creating another shawl, and inserting our right hand needle through the back loop like so. May help to employ your other fingers to hold things in place, and take our tail end and wrap it around the back of the knitting needle, and once again angle it down through the loop around your thumb and release, and we have 2 stitches. Again, wrap the yarn around your thumb, create a shawl, insert it through the back loop, wrap it around the knitting needle through the valley, and pull through and release. 3, put it around. And we're just going to keep doing this until we have all the stitches that we need for our project. For this demonstration, I'm going to cast on about 20 stitches. When you're done, this is what your long tail cast on should look like, and you're ready to start knitting. Let's go.